This is lesson 4-5. I can write, solve, and compare addition and multiplication comparison problems. In order to be successful, I must understand that addition and multiplication comparison problems have keywords to look for when solving. We're going to focus on finding these keywords today to tell us what kind of comparison problem that we're looking at. When we look at our first problem, last year, Bob went to the gym for 4 days. This year, he went to the gym 22 times as many days as last year. How many days did Bob go to the gym this year? So when I look for keywords, because that's part of our learning target today, it's going to tell me what kind of comparison problem we're looking at. So last year, Bob went to the gym for 4 days. That's my first number. This year, he went to the gym 22 times as many. That tells me that we're going to be multiplying that. And we're trying to figure out how many days did Bob go to the gym this year. So by looking at the keywords, I can set up my problem already. 4 days last year times 22 equals the amount of days that I'll find for this year. This is both my situation equation because it's telling the situation of the problem, and my solution equation because my variable is already in the solution. From here, I can solve. I'm going to do digit by digit method. Oops. I've set it up vertically so I can line up my place values. 4 times 2 equals 8, and 4 times 2 equals 8 again. I know that D equals 88, or Bob went to the gym 88 days this year. You can also solve the problem by using comparison bars. Last year he was there for 4 days. This year he was there for 22 times as many. So I put 22 quantities of last year's 4 days to equal a total of 88 days this year. This strategy might be helpful for you to actually see how many more times he went to the gym, because you can compare how little he went last year to how many times he went this year. In this next problem, we're going to look for keywords yet again. Mrs. McElroy has 1, there's my first quantity, jojoba. Jordan has 18, and this keyword more tells me that we're going to add 18 more jojobas than Mrs. McElroy. How many jojobas does Jordan have? So we're trying to figure out how many jojobas, or J, does Jordan have. One of the ways that we can set this up is from 3rd grade, looking at comparison bars. When we set it up, we're going to use the numbers to start with what we know. We know that Mrs. McElroy has 1, and we don't know yet how many Jordan has. Where the bar gets different than in multiplication is where we do a circle to compare how many fewer or how many more. In this case, we have 18 more jojobas than Jordan does. So you can compare by saying that Mrs. McElroy has 1 here. 18 more will get you the same amount as Jordan would have. In this case, 1 plus 18, Jordan has 19 jojobas. In real life, she probably has a lot more than that. So today our learning target was to be able to write, to solve, and to compare addition and multiplication problems. To be successful, we need to understand that both of these comparison problems have keywords to look for when solving. In multiplication, you're going to look for times as many And in addition, you're going to look for one of the keywords could be more. And there's more keywords that you can look for both of these types of problems. Those are just big ones that you'll often see. To solve multiplication comparison problems, you can write the equation out or create a model in which you repeat the lesser amount, however many as times as the problem tells you. In this case, it was 22 times. In addition problems or even subtraction problems, you can use comparison bars, just like we did here and like we used in 3rd grade and a little bit in 2nd grade as well.